Welcome back to Worth the Time. I'm Nery, and in this show, I give my take on all of my experiences, whether it's books, movies, shows, etc. Today's film is Minions and Monsters. Now, Minions and Monsters is the third film in the Despicable Me spin-off franchise. I've seen lots of different reviews and opinions on it, good and bad. But is it actually worth the time? Let's find out. Now, going into this movie, I was expecting a lot less than I got. The last few Illumination movies weren't necessarily good, and the last Despicable Me movie wasn't good as well. I was definitely surprised by how the movie turned out. Now, what's the movie about? Well, the genre is more action, comedy, and adventure, but has a more creative approach. The basic plot summary is this. The Minions arrive in 1920s Hollywood and quickly become stars after being in successful silent films. Later, they are fired after not being able to follow scripts in speaking films. Two creative minions, James and Henry, decide to make their own movie using real monsters. That's all I need to know going in. Now, there's a lot of things I particularly liked about this movie, but there's 4 things that stood out to me the most. And number 1 was the character introduction. Now, when the trailer came out for this movie, a lot of people were upset that the main 3 minions, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob, weren't in the spotlight for this movie. But I saw it as a breath of fresh air because I enjoyed having other people and other characters in the spotlight. And number 2, the pacing. I mentioned last episode how Disclosure Day was completely ruined by its bad pacing, but with Minions and Monsters, it's the exact opposite. The movie doesn't feel slow, but also doesn't feel long. And it has the perfect pacing, and every scene pushes the story without feeling boring or repetitive. And number 3 is the consistency of the movie. 3 movies into the franchise, and the formula hasn't changed. They haven't changed how the minions act, how they speak, and how the usual length of the movie is. I personally liked it because I do like having new things in movies, but they should stay to the original idea and the original flow. And number 4, I've seen lots of different reviews and posts about how Minions and Monsters was great for both the kids and the parents. And what I mean by that is this. The movie doesn't necessarily feel boring for most parents, and they actually enjoy watching the movie with their children. It doesn't focus or center on a certain audience, but still is able to make other audiences like adults or teens enjoy the movie as well. Now, while watching the movie, I didn't find any issues or errors, but there's one thing that stuck it to me and definitely stopped me from rating it higher. The movie's ending definitely feels generic and a little lackluster, and also repetitive, because a lot of other animated films have the ending as well. But besides that, I definitely enjoyed the movie. Now, should you watch Minions and Monsters? Well, you'll most likely enjoy it if you're looking for short films that are still engaging, animated movies that are enjoyable for all ages, or you enjoyed movies that take themselves seriously, but also home into their comedy and slapstick. You might want to skip it if you're looking for live action films with little to no comedy, or you dislike animated movies in general. Now for the final rating. I give Minions and Monsters an 8 out of 10. It was definitely worth the time and it's a fun movie to watch. Let me know if I was right or I completely missed my mark. I'll feature your takes in the next episode. Life's too short for bad movies. I'll help you find the good ones.